What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Let's Play Europa Universalis for our Imperialist Russian campaign. Now, it has been about a week since I've last played this episode. We've obviously have, down in Central Florida, we did have Hurricane Irma, and we didn't necessarily have power for quite some time. However, today is, I believe, September the 12th, or excuse me, September the 13th, so this video probably won't actually be out for about 2 or 3 weeks. But other than that, we are currently in the Russian reconquest of Memel, and the entire goal from this actual war is basically, one, to take the island of Gotland. I would love to take the island of Bornholm as well. And what we're going to try to do is, I can't send a diplomat until the 11th of September, so once I have a diplomat in 2 days... The entire goal is I'm going to try to release some nations or some provinces to the Teutonic Order. So these two, I would like to take Bornholm, I would like to take Gotland, I would like to take these provinces, and really, I am going to try to release the, 1 or 2 provinces back to Norway. I'm not really sure how well this will work. We are looking for the province of Hålogaland. And so I think this is exactly what we're going to take. I don't see any type of coalitions forming on the right side of the screen. And I'm hoping that I could somehow get Norway as a vassal. I don't know if that's really a viable plan. But nevertheless, we're certainly going to try. And also, while I'm here, I might even give Teutonic Order just one really small 8 development province. It'll make them a little bit stronger. It'll make them a little bit more powerful. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how I feel about doing that. But that's what we're going to do, and without further ado, let's dive into this actual campaign. I did go ahead and I sent in all 38 ships. I'm very concerned that they have 0 galleys, but we have 38. I wonder if this is going to be suicide. I'm now moving in. I don't have a leader. I don't even really want to make one. I have 3 or 4 leaders. I guess our #1 priority probably should, if we're going to have a naval battle, might as well create ourselves a free naval leader. No, and we can't do it because the influence is not where we need it for the burghers. So, rather than using our 50 Diplo power, let's go ahead. We're going to have a -2 crossing penalty. Why is that? I don't like that, but that's what's going to happen. Are we going to be successful? I don't know. Can we maneuver our troops in? Not yet. -64% chance of surrender down here in the south. And I have some units that are... Where are these guys going? I'm not sure. Like I said, it's been about a week since I've played. But the idea is what we're going to do is, surprisingly enough, we did defeat 7 trade ships and obviously 1 heavy. So now, our #1 priority... Wow, we got a war galleon. Let's go ahead and repair our units. We're going to lose some sailors, I believe so. And do we have the war goal? The war goal is to take Memel, and there's a lot of troops here. That does make me incredibly nervous. And just to be safe, I'm going to have this unit march its way down to the west here. And another thing that I've noticed is I only have about 140,000 troops. Now, I don't know for sure. I could have swore I had roughly 200,000 at one point, but obviously that was unsustainable. I'm going to wait till these units lock in. You go here, you go there. Now, I'm guessing those 200,000 troops were obviously unsustainable, and therefore it is going to, we did have to do a little bit of trimmings. Can we maneuver ourselves down? We're going to try, and hopefully by the 1st of January, I want to also move. If it looks like we're losing this battle, I'll do a retreat. Yeah, not a retreat, but I'm going to send you in as well. 13th of January, 3 days. And it looks like we were successful. Now we need to go to Königsberg, and we need to go to Memel. And we have our movement blocked, which is very skeptical. Request military access from Spain. They are at war with the British West Indies, and they are also at war with Great Britain. I think I will go ahead and accept that. I wish I could actually buy provinces, but it doesn't look like that'll be a viable option. Let's also improve relations with Spain. I really don't want the... obviously, I could annihilate Spain if I really wanted to, but they're so far away, and I would love to have Spain as an ally if I ever did go to war with France. And I get that if we're improving relations with Spain, let's improve relations with Great Britain. We just lost 2 divisions of troops That's very unfortunate. Can you get out of the way in time? Yes, you can. How much money is one division of troop? 215. So therefore, I'm going to need more income. How much money are we making per month? Do we have 215? Yes, we do. You'll go there. And eventually, we're going to have to remaneuver some troops. I don't like to do this. But now you're going to have to move north. I want this guy out of here and you to come down. So now we've got a lot of troops. How is that possible? They can somehow attack us. Can you move here? Yes, you can. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to recruit myself a leader. I didn't really want to do this, but a 5-1 is not bad. And then all of these other units are going to make their way up and over. And also I'm going to wait until these guys lock in. You're immediately going to start walking. You'll arrive on the 29th. The first seems a little bit too far away. We are in the forest, so the enemy is going to have some penalties. They'll be here on the 29th. I'm going to shift-click you, so you'll do a U-turn. Oh, I don't like this. And now, 14,000 troops going to make their way there as well. Let's also force march you. I don't know if I like this idea, but they're going to be there faster. We're sending in more troops. Looks like Kiva's coming to our rescue. You'll be here on the 10th. And it looks like we did win a battle. So now, let's force march these units. If we ever can figure out how. So everybody looks like they're doing a great job. We are still repairing a lot of our ships. I do think I'm going to create a very small blockade. And I wish we could... Ooh, we're now being attacked. Can the enemy retreat? I don't think so. So now would be a great time to obviously push forward. I wonder if we can actually win this fight. I don't think so because they have heavies, they have some light ships. Yeah, it looks like we're being torn apart. And they're taking a lot of damage as well. Okay, these 14,000 I suppose will move here. And then the rest of our troops are being constructed. We're now down to 60,000 manpower, which makes me a little concerned. We've now lost our entire navy. Everybody is swooping on in to this forest province. Let's go ahead and remaneuver our troops. I hate to do this, but I don't think we're going to make it in time if we don't. You're going to go there. You're going to force march. And you are going to go there. You are going to force march yourselves on over. Do we have a commandant? No, we have more morale, which I think is more important, at least for right now. The enemy has a -1 terrain penalty, and it looks like we were successful again, despite losing more troops than them, which makes me a little concerned. We are still yet to take Memel, as it looks like we're actually losing this war, despite our victory after victory. You're going to move up, you're going to move down, and what I might even do is send troops into Abo itself. We had 28,000 there before. You're going to go up, I think you're going to go up, and you're going to go to Abo. Now, the reason why I say this is because, basically, we were doing very well. These 14,000 can move over, still waiting for some cannons, but we somehow were able to get stacked wipe for 28,000 troops. And unfortunately, you're not notified when you're about to be attacked, so if you're not watching every single front, it might not work to your advantage. We've got about 20 galleys left. I don't know if there's really much we can do at this point. Still trying to take Königsberg. Failing absolutely. Man, this is just so frustrating. How long has the siege been going on? Not that long. But the idea is I can't even move some of these units. Well, I can move to Memel. Should have done that a very long time ago. I tried, but I guess I clicked the wrong unit. Alright, I see a lot of units coming on down. That makes me nervous. So you're going to go here, you're going to go there, and you are going to go here. You're going to go here. And these 14,000 are going to go to Cargo Pole, if we can make it in time. Okay, now that Memel has been taken, we now have a ticking war score in our favor. And really, I don't think the enemy is going to be too successful. They're in Kola, going down to White Karelia. So that means you're going to go here, you are going to go there, you're going there. And I want to go to Soraka. We have won the siege of Königsberg. That is great news. I'm going to preferably leave a few units down in the south, and move another 14,000 up to St. Petersburg, just in case this gets a little ugly. And now everybody's moving into the forest, which we should be able to win this fight, as we have more morale. Okay, let's go ahead. We're actually going to be the penalty. We're going to have the penalty here, which doesn't make me feel too good. You're going to go up, you're going to go over. And let's take the free prestige. So we have the penalty. Yeah, I'm a little nervous here that are we going to arrive on time? Just in case, we're going to force march ourselves on through. We supposedly have more troops and more morale. And it looks like we are good to go. Okay, can we take this area? I don't know. Let's unforce march ourselves. Start retraining some troops. And hopefully, we won't lose as much manpower. Looks like we're still force marched. 14%, defenders deserted, all the way to 28%. And I see that Lubeck, down in the south, is obviously invading our lands, which I don't like either. We're going to have to send in 3 regiments to protect it. You're going to go to Kursk. Actually, you're going to go to Kharkov. You are going to go to Trebchev, and you're going to go to Turov. All of these Russian provinces, we've lost the siege, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal to retake. I also don't want to force march any other units. I have the ability to unlock Killing Ground, so I obviously will. Now we have better cannons, surprisingly a lot better cannons. Okay, so you're going to move here, and you're going to start going to Kiev. Our relations with Spain have been finished up. And we still haven't taken this province. 390 days. Even with offensive doctrine. Show Elan, morale of armies. I do like that. Okay, we're now going to have to shift to the south. And go after, I believe this is Lubeck. And Lubeck is being sieged down as well. I wonder if they would like a white peace anytime soon. No, negative 39. So Bohemia has come to our aid. Let's improve relations just to ensure that they aren't too upset when we take more lands. Alright, I see that the enemy has troops here. Can we all arrive on the same time? I don't know. Still waiting for a lot more troops. And we are now going to be moving into the woods provinces. If we can make it in time, the enemy's going to have a negative penalty. If not, then yep, the enemy has the -1 terrain. So far, so good. We have won the siege up inside the north. And it looks like they're roaming away. I don't know where they're going to retreat to. That makes me a little nervous. Alright, you're going to go to the north. You're going to go here. And you, I guess, are going to go here as well. You're going to go up to there. I have a lot of troops moving on south. So maybe having you move over 1, you move over 1, and then you move over 1. At least try to reposition some of my troops. So that way I don't take as much damage. I see that we're going to be swooped in again. Everybody's locked in. You need a leader. Let's give you a 4-3. Not the best, but it's not that bad. Like I said before, you stopped moving, which makes me upset. I don't even know if we actually got that far. Sending in another unit on the 3rd. Should have a lot more morale. And it looks like we did win that fight, so I am happy about that. Let's remaneuver and reposition our troops. And we now have 7% war score. Lubeck still retreating. Are we sieging down this province? Yes, we are. You're going to swoop on up to Minsk, and you're going to go here. Just so if enemies do slip on by, we can obviously be able to respond to those situations. Both of you are going to move here. And so far, so good. We're down to 3,000 manpower, which obviously is not good. It would be a lot easier if Lubeck would give me a white peace, or if I obviously made Scandinavia a little bit weaker by, chipping away at their armies. I have a free missionary. Let's send somebody on over. And while I'm on this page, we're working on the mission to build our weapons manufactory. And so, therefore, it will be done in 583 days. And ultimately, the reward is 2 base production. Now, that's not really all that great, but we're going to get some support for manufactories. But the reason why the base production is nice is that's roughly about 100 diplomatic power for free. And ultimately, we have 474, so we'll see exactly how this works. Another thing that I want to do is I would really like to build a fort on Abo. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we could certainly try. And once again, I don't know. So we have a castle on Viborg, and we have a castle here. So what I want to do is actually send all of our units to the north and try to siege down Stockholm. Now, if we could why are you doing this? If we could somehow take Stockholm, we would obviously win this war. We have 11% war score right now. I'm hoping that Lübeck would like a white peace. However, I might even go ahead and try to take Kolbeg for ourselves. I do want to go ahead and retake this province. Can I just rush on through and siege down Kolbeg? They don't have any leaders, which isn't the best. Should I recruit one more? I don't think I want to. And it looks like we can now unlock ourselves another ability. I think I want the administrative efficiency plus 5%. And we're going to gain another one very, very soon. Though I don't know what we're going to do yet. Probably the minus 100 land maintenance against our rivals. Yeah, we're down to about 5,000 manpower. So that's obviously not good. I see a lot of enemy troops here. I am going to try to re-maneuver myself. Waiting until this guy locks in. Waiting until this guy locks in. Okay, force march here. Force march here. And force march as well. Can any of these troops move? No, they can't. You need a leader, a very powerful one. Let's go with the 4-3 rather than the 5-1. So the idea is if we could somehow send all of our troops on down to Stockholm, and if we are able to secure the border or the front line, then ultimately not only will our ticking war score go up, but we're also going to gain plus 5 war score for sieging down the capital. And ultimately, I feel like we would be in a much better situation. Now, if I'm going to be able to take Gotland, I think I would need to obviously siege down the castle. Unfortunately, I don't have the navy to make that happen. It's the 1st of July, 1653. Let us go ahead and try to gain a white peace with Lübeck. My number 1 priority would be to take war reparations, but I don't really want to siege down any more than I need to. So let's get our white peace. And therefore, we've got a bunch of extra units not doing anything, so you can come back, you can head over. And who is the other primary issue? Lüneburg. You don't matter at all. So, yes, we are technically in the negative manpower, which is not good. However, once we siege down some of these areas, things should go in our way. We have some uprisings inside Khiva, some peasants. I guess while we're waiting, I could send these 28,000 down. They're only peasants, so it's not that big of a deal. But I wish I had more manpower and, of course, more money. Now, with the current income I'm making, I could produce more units, but then I would, have to pay more in army maintenance, and that's really not something I want to do. We have won the siege of Podolia. I'm going to leave 14,000 here. And so that way we have at least some troops on the western frontier. I have 0 troops on our eastern frontier. Do I want to spend a little bit of Diplo power trying to make Siberia a little bit bigger and colonize these areas? I think I will. Unfortunately, it's about 20 Diplo power every time I do this. But I think that's what the price... I think I will certainly pay that price is what I'm trying to say. Can I get these? It looks like I can. This is Wasteland. I can't get anything else, at least for this moment. Russia's getting bigger and bigger. I would like to spread to the other coast, but obviously it's going to be a bit of an issue. All of our colonies are being worked on. And much like I said before, I think we're going to have to go with quality ideas if I really want to defeat Ming. And unfortunately, I don't know how viable of a plan that will be. We have 22% war score as we speak. And very soon, We're about to be attacked. I feel it. You're gonna go down, so that way we can obviously respond to pretty much any situation. Everybody looks like they're locked in. You already have a leader of 5-1, and it looks like we have taken Stockholm, so that means 2 of you will move down. And you're gonna go here, shift-click down. I'm gonna shift-click you here, and you there, and you to Elfsborg. Okay, I saw an uprising. I don't know where it was. I'm guessing it's in Kiva. No, it's not. Where is this uprising? Inside Hungary. I'm going to send 14,000 troops over, at least park them in the mountains, if that's even possible. I have another missionary not doing anything, so let's improve, or at least try to switch you on over to Orthodox. Are we going to win this fight? We very well should, and it looks like we are. 40% war score as I speak. Negative 85 reasons to surrender. I don't know if I like that. And we're down to negative 18,000 manpower, so once I take some of these areas, I think I might as well throw on some additional cannons. Do we have a leader with siege? I'm going to create one more leader. Pretty garbage, so let's get this leader with siege. And of course we have 3.8 cannons. You're going to assist. You're going to assist. And this guy has 4,000 cannons, 4 cannons as well. And it looks like we were able to break down the walls. And I absolutely will take 100 Diplo power for free. Can this go to negative 42? Yes, it can. But at the cost of wasting a lot of manpower that doesn't seem necessary. But we do have 43% war score. How far away are we from getting a white peace with Lüneburg? Looks like we can do it now. And we have 48% war score. So much like I said before, our #1 priority is obviously to take the Teutonic Order's provinces. I want to take Abo. I want to take this island. I want to take Gotland, but we can't take that at all. What about Bornholm? Looks like there is no castle there, so it might not be that big of a deal. We're immediately going to go and try to take whatever provinces we can to the north. Eventually, yeah, well, it looks like eventually we've stopped. How many more provinces could we actually take? I guess that's my question. And then I also want to go ahead and release a province. I believe it is the province of Hålogaland to Norway. And I really want Gotland, but it's not going to happen. So what if I did something like this? Oh, I guess my question is now, is any of this part of Norway? Yes, it is. So I definitely should not take Norway's cores. So I think this is what we're going to have to take, or at least try to take. And then that way, you know, I could try to take Stockholm. Is that a viable plan? What if I did something like this? Would anybody hate me? The Scandinavia and the Ottomans would hate me, but what is nice is Scandinavia probably won't be able to do anything. At least for the foreseeable future. So I think I'm going to try for this, negative 127 reasons. It's a very long time, so maybe I won't be able to take all of these lands. Looks like we've destroyed the Kievan separatists. And I have 14,000 troops. We're now going to move on into the hills. Is it going to work? I don't know. But Hungary's here as well. And they aren't being helpful, so I guess that's fine. And because I have very low war score, I might have to just end this war sometime soon. We did do a quick naval invasion. I want to break these walls. Does any leader here have siege? I don't think so. What if I did something like this and shifted over a siege leader? And now we have status quos. I don't like that. Negative 28. Did we break the walls? No, we did not. Yeah, I have negative 25,000 war score. Or, excuse me, manpower. So, we gotta end this war soon. And I'm gonna force march all of my troops on over, seeing if I can somehow make it in time. I really hope I can. It doesn't look like it's gonna be possible. And now everybody is about to die, which I don't want. You need to stay here. You need to stay there. Let's not force march all of our troops. And I feel like you need to retreat. Yeah, unfortunately, because we have so little manpower, I think I'm just going to have to end this war Let's do this now. So remove Stockholm, Helsingborg, and I think this is really all that we can take. I don't know if I want Bornholm as much as I want this province. If I can unclick it. Okay, so this is exactly what we're going to take. Nobody's going to join into a coalition. I would love to take all their money, but we are out of manpower. So let's go ahead in this episode, or in this, war, and immediately begin improving relations with Norway. They don't want to be vassalized, which I think will change very, very soon. Let's improve relations. Everybody is retreating back into our lands, and immediately I'm going to improve the autonomy in all of these areas because I don't want to have to deal with any types of unrest at all. So that is what I will do. These units can retreat back in. And I need to send a fleet? That is ridiculous. I'm going to wait 7 days. Ask for the ability to for military access. Okay, once they grant it, you're going to go there. Do we have our Kievan troops? Kind of. You're going to go there. These 11,000 will move here. And so ultimately, where do we stand right now? I feel like all of these troops are going to shift east. Military access from Scandinavia. We can't really declare on the Ottomans for 5 more years. I am not going to give you military access. And looking at Norway, it says they would like to be vassalized. So I think what I'm going to do is immediately offer them an alliance. And now we're going to get ourselves a new vassal. And the idea is we will feed this vassal and give them the Norwegian provinces that we oh so desperately need. Okay, looking at all of these troops, everybody appears to be where we need them to be. So you're going to go here, you are going to go there, and you are going to go here. You are going to go to St. Petersburg. You are going to move east. And you are going to move east as well. Waiting 1 more month. Everybody is slowly doing a fantastic job. Should I unlock absolute rulership? I think I should. And now I am once again ahead of time. Are we in any loans? Not that I can see. Can we milk any of these estates? Not really. As far as I know, not until the year 1657, so 3 more years. I would like to build a castle here. Don't think it's really that much of a priority. Royal marriage from Norway. Looks like I can core all of these areas that I've just taken once I wait until the 1st of December. And we are down to negative 35,000 manpower. So while we're waiting, I'm guessing let's go ahead, reduce our army maintenance. I don't really see any real rebels coming, and we are going to mothball all of our forts. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in our next adventure.